Banks. It's a strong possibility the FOMC doesn't know, and many TV personalities like Jim Cramer. Welcome to RJTICHARTS.com. But first, stock and options trading carries a high-level risk and can result in the loss of all of your investment. Futures and Forex trading can result in the loss of all or more than your investment. As such, options trading may not be suitable for all investors. You should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Is it possible the FOMC is clueless as to what lies ahead for the regional banks? Or are there fabrications being told to avoid panic from depositors? Well, based on what we hear and what our algorithms are displaying, we think the FOMC doesn't know how serious the banks are to experience unimaginable troubles that lie for tomorrow. But we also feel strongly that others can't see what's coming, because if they did, they wouldn't be making the same projections like this. Cramer believes U.S. banking crisis is a moment of opportunity for stock investors. RBC's Gerard Cassidy. This might be a very good time to buy First Republic, RBC's Gerard Cassidy, on CNBC television. But I think the biggest fault is Jim Cramer's outlook. He says the banking circumstances is good for the stock market. Cramer's first take: if banks buy other banks, they do quite well. Truth be told, Cramer is all over the place with his views on the banking sector. After being in the industry for over 40 years, we know when one doesn't have a clue as to what's coming, because they continue to ping pong from bull to bear, bear to bull in their outlooks on an issue. The bottom line is, we don't think Jim Cramer knows anything about what's coming, and his projection seems as if he's shooting from the hip. In other words, he doesn't know, and we view his efforts as, let me sound smart because I have a TV audience appetite to satisfy. Let us remind you that we sent out this, and it is available on our RJTI Charts YouTube channel. Banks. Holy smoke, did we see this one coming? We stand by our outlook, and let us add to it. Our sell signals for the regional banks occurred back in year 2022, and we were in expectations of this unfolding recently for banks like Silicon Valley, Signature, Republic, and many more. And for the record, our algorithms are still on sell signals for the banking arena. This is contrary to the beliefs of many other professionals, especially Jim Cramer's outlook that the banking circumstances are good for the stock market, or that troubles are behind us now. The regional banks' issues haven't even scraped the surface. Can't the FOMC see? Here's some facts to add to why we are on the verge of a potential meltdown that will affect the stock market negatively. Our sell signals for the regional banks generated from our algorithms over the whole year of 2022 are still intact. There are 397 regional banks listed. You must follow your own investment ideas and investment advice. Our whole purpose is to simply illustrate the power of our algorithms and how they keep us abreast of current or future market events to come. And if you're on the other side of our algorithms as a professional money manager, you just might wish that one could have exercised a little bit of quietness. Yet, this is what makes the markets work, bulls and bears. Our algorithms show that 354 regional banks are still in the bear market. 354 regional banks are still in a bear market. 354 out of 397. What is more striking is that 366 of the regional banks have or are establishing sell signals on our longer-term chart timeframes, like monthly, quarterly, and even yearly timeframes. I've seen sell signals developing. What? Oh my God. 366 out of 397 are moving to bear territory on longer time frames. This methodology is the same. We identified from our algorithms methodology the declines for the years 2000, 2008, 2018, 2020, and 2022, and we've already provided the receipts. But maybe we're wrong about this one coming for the regional banks fiasco. But we don't think so. And it's clear we were ahead of the previous bank failures just so recently. To name a few regional banks that are headed for trouble: PFBC, RF, SNV, FGBI, BPOP, GNTY, TBBK, CASH, DB, and even FCNBA, First Citizen Bankshare. You know, the savior who bought another deleted bank is to get gutted. But these are all words until they become reality, right? In conclusion, we see a further meltdown in the banking arena, and this doesn't bode well for stocks, regardless of what others are projecting in contrast to our outlook. Who do you want to listen to? An organization that expected Silicon Valley Group, Republic, Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse, Signature Bank to plummet from a year ago, or to listen to those who talk about such after the facts? The FOMC might see this coming, but don't want to cause panic, or they are just too blind to see what is to unfold. So, our algorithms are offering you the idea that the regional banks have much more trouble ahead of them, and the TV personalities that appear on CNBC, we think, just don't know what they're talking about. And when it unfolds, RJTI Charts told you so. It is easy to see the trees that make up the forest, and it's even easier to see the forest that's made up of trees. But it's not so easy to see behind the forest. Get your Ramo today. Get your Equity subscription today. To contact us, info@rjticharts.com, 888-521-3555. RJTICharts.com, driven by infinite wisdom and its proprietary trading systems.